This is the Mace 360 with 2 hands. So to begin just trying this movement out, you can choke up as much as you need to, and we're gonna just go slow to begin. So that top hand, wherever that top finger is pointing, I want you to send it over that shoulder first. So you're gonna get into your good posture position, elbows are in close, shoulders are back and down, abs are strong, glutes are strong. And from here, we're going to slowly orbit the mace around our head and pull back to the start position, and then send it back the way it came. So it goes over, let it go low, so I'm reaching my hands as far down as I can get, and then pulling it over. Do one more per side, just to get a feel for it. Here I'm going to inhale, hold my breath, and exhale. We'll do one more time. Inhale, hold your breath as it goes behind you, reach low, exhale, pull the elbows back to the ribs. Last one, inhale, hold your breath, exhale. Shoulders back and down, abs and glutes strong. That just warms up the basic movement, making sure you don't have any aches or pains or any weird pinching that's happening at the shoulders or neck. Now we can add a little bit of speed to it. So the basic movement with the mace is to lift the mace up. So I'm just bringing my hands directly in front of my eyes. And that's kind of step one. So the elbows are down at my ribs and the elbows pull up. Now, step two, as I'm lifting it overhead, I'm going to tip the mace towards where that top finger is pointing. And this should feel like a roller coaster. It has kind of that, like right when a roller coaster is about to go over the hill, we're building up that potential energy. So we're building the potential energy. We're tipping, 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 tipping. Let it fall and see if you can pull it back over the same shoulder. So the key with this is to really trust the mace and relax. As I lift up, hand crosses the eyes, I tip it, let it fall, and pull it back. You want the mace to have as big of an arc behind your body as you can. So if I turn this way and I drop the mace, as I lift it and tip it, I want it to go right about that high. So it's all the way up to horizontal before dropping and swinging. So we lift, let it fall to horizontal, and then let it swing back over. One more time. There. So now, switch hands and do the other side. Let it swing. Pull the elbows back to the ribs. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. There. That's a good way to practice just feeling the momentum and letting the mace fall behind you. And I'm sending it from the side here as if there was a wall right behind me. I can't push the mace back, so I'm having it slide between my body and the wall. It's right in line with my body as opposed to bringing it back. If I'm bringing it back, it's going to fall back into me and it's going to bang you in your hips. So think about sending it to the side and it slides right between my hips and the wall. Okay, one last way to practice this if you are having trouble, or if you're feeling really stiff in the shoulders, is to just do the backswing. So from here, I'm just getting the mace to move like a pendulum, and I'm pulsing with my triceps and my wrists. So I pulse, relax, pulse, relax, pulse, relax, pulse, relax. And as the mace swings low, I'm letting it pull my hands low to get a good stretch. And I'm just applying that little pulse of action at the right moment to try to get the mace high. And the higher the mace goes, the easier it's going to be when you pull it over. So if I stop here, now I have to use my arms and my wrists to pull the mace all the way over. If the mace goes all the way over here, it's much easier for me to just float my elbows back to my ribs instead of having to force this weight over my shoulder. So once we have that feeling down, we'll go for the complete swing. So resume your good posture, shoulders back and down, abs engaged, glutes strong, feet straight ahead. I'm going to drive the mace up, hands in front of my eyes, and I'm going to tip it, swing, and pull. Lift the hands, tip the mace, swing, and pull with the ribs, or pull my elbows to my ribs. Lift, swing, pull. Lift, swing, pull. My hands go right in front of my eyes. I'm just pressing them straight up as I'm tipping it. You can almost imagine there's a cup of water on the top of your mace, and I'm trying to pour that water out to the side as I'm moving over. Once you feel like you have that position down, it's more wherever that top finger points is going to be your ergonomic position. Like, it's going to feel the most comfortable to swing that way, but we want to be able to swing it both ways. So now, go the direction your finger points for the first swing, and then go back the other way here. So we're starting to get that action, feeling the swing. Now on top of this, we're going to add breathing. So just like we did at the very beginning for warming up with that slow motion, what I want us to do is inhale, hold the breath, and exhale on the pull. So while the mace is at its greatest speed behind us, that's where my breath is being held for a split second, and my abs are strong and my glutes are strong, almost as if I was holding a plank. So inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Another piece to think about is the tension and the relaxation of the body. So what my upper body is doing is sort of opposite of what my abs, my torso, and my lower body is doing. So while I'm activating my upper body, while I'm pressing up with my shoulders, I'm just maintaining that position with my torso, right? So this is maybe a 30% contraction of the abs, but it's a 50% contraction of the arms. And now when I swing, I'm basically relaxing my arms, but contracting my abs and my glutes. So this is starting to teach like tension and relaxation. You're pulsing and relaxing. And as my upper body's working, my lower body relaxes. Now my lower body contracts as the upper body relaxes. So it's tense, relax, tense. Tense, relax, tense. Tense, relax, tense. And that's in reference to my shoulders, right? So my shoulders are tensing up. Now my shoulders are relaxing, and then they tense again for the pull. With my abs, they're kind of relaxed. Now they tense up, now they relax again. Relax, tense, relax. So there starts to be a lot of layers going on with this two-handed swing, but it all synchronizes together to make good fluid movement. The final piece for this is to think about what your hands are doing, because if you are death gripping this mace, then it's going to put a lot of tension in your wrists, and you're going to be using your wrist to muscle it, and the harder you're gripping it, the less it's actually going to swing. You have to use your arms to pull it instead of letting it do the work. So when you lift, I have a good grip as I lift it, And then as it's about to fall, I actually open my bottom 3 fingers. So I'm maintaining good tension with my thumb and my index finger, but then the rest of the time I'm relaxed. So now, adding sort of the hand component of tension and relaxation, I'm going to have my hands tensed, then I open my fingers and relax, and then I grab again and tense. Open, close. 3 fingers open, 3 fingers close. 3 fingers open, 3 fingers close. Now we can put everything together. So inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale. Tension, relaxation, tension, tension, relaxation, tension. Hands closed, fingers open, fingers closed. That's the Mace 360.